Welcome to Bunkies Woodworking.
Hey Tim, do you know what day is coming soon?
Washington's birthday?
Oh dear Lord. No, it's Valentine's Day.
Please enjoy this Valentine's Day special.
For our Valentine's Day special, we thought of a project with a heart and an arrow going through it with some lettering.
Yes, we went ahead and we thought of Cupid. You know, Cupid has the arrows, and Cupid's arrows are supposed to make people fall in love. So that's the kind of story behind that. First, I went ahead and I sketched up the design on via CAD, and then I went ahead and forwarded over to what is it?
Easel, which is a new program we started using after Flash was discontinued from all the browsers.
Yes, and then we went ahead and just pretty much made different layers for the different items, projected those layers up or down, and we created kind of a 3D object, which is kind of neat, you know, where the edges of the heart is a little rounded, and then you kind of shape it a little bit more with a little bit of sandpaper or something like that in order to get it to the point where you want it to go. So we just got done getting our Z-axis fixed. And this first part of the video is just a little bit of a mistake that the Z-axis started sliding away. After recalibrating it, I went ahead and just hit play and had it go over all the same areas that it was going over before, just so I could make sure that everything looked right.
So we spent quite a bit of time figuring out how to get a close-up shot of CNC cutting, and we finally figured out with some trial and error how to do it.
So we finally got a good camera setup to record our bit cutting the area, and it's actually helping me quite a bit because if I'm able to walk around with a cell phone and kind of watch it to make sure that it's cutting right. What I ended up doing was we had a old camera that came with a drone, and that camera worked with an Android app. And nobody was using it anymore because of drones don't last very long with trees around, and we were capable of pretty much dedicating that to watching the bit of the router. Now, we just switched over to using Easel, and I initially thought it was a really wonderful program, and it is. It really is. But I often find once I am exporting the G-code and looking at what it's doing, there are some decisions that it does on the path that I'm not entirely pleased with. It would almost be more efficient if it stuck close by and didn't bring it down and just go over one area. If it would, go over one area and then plunge a little bit more and then and do the same thing. It feels like what it does is it goes down and then does that depth, and then it goes to another area and then does that depth and then move around like that. Maybe I can, it might be user error, it's a new program and I'm not entirely used to it, but I would say that it is a lot less user friendly than the MakerCam, which me and Aditi used to use quite a bit. We also, we used to, in MakerCam, be able to set the maximum depth very specifically, and we used to go just a hair over the depth of the wood when wanting to cut out a piece. And with easel, it doesn't allow you to do that right away.
It is perfect. We're getting quite a lot of views, but no subscriptions. I suppose I'm going to have to go through the hard work of showing you how to subscribe to our channel and get more of our content. What the heck was that? So, first thing that you do is you go to YouTube. Go to the YouTubes, please. Then you go ahead and search couple of Bunkies. And then you get our channel right on the top. Then you go ahead and click subscribe. And that is it. You've just subscribed to our channel. If you want to get notifications when we release information, you could also click the bell icon. And now we'll get notifications.
I know this will work because I'm persuasive.
So this is the final cutout. It didn't cut all the way through, so Tim has to go in and cut it with a sawzall. And I think that looks pretty good.
After cleaning up the table and setting up the belt sander so everybody can see me, I go ahead and go over all the sharp edges and the almost rounded parts and rounded them over the best I could. So now the grooves were a little deep, so I went ahead and grabbed some carving tools and went around all of the little areas. And the reason why I'm flipping it over and back and forth is because of when you're carving, you have to go a certain way against the grain in order so you don't end up having it chip out or do anything strange like that.
Once that's over, everybody's favorite part, sanding.
Okay, so I take it over with a 60 grit sandpaper, and then later on I end up hitting it 220 in order to get it down a little bit further.
After sanding, we put a stain on. The first coat is we forgot to record, so here is Tim going over it again. And then after that he did a clear coat, which is a gloss coat.
Now after letting the gloss coat dry, I went ahead and added a hanger that you'd normally use for picture frames on the back. And then here's the finished product.
That looks beautiful. If you would like to give this as a gift to your certain someone special, these plans are available on our Etsy store as well as our MakerMade store.
Thank you for watching our videos. Please like and subscribe.
While you're at it, please check out our Etsy store. We have provided the link in the description below.